Yeah, we back with another funny video. Now, today's video is going to be a follow-up video to one I dropped a while back, a few weeks ago, entitled The Mindset of the Reformed Divestor. And in that video, we discussed a young lady by the name of, I forget her name, but I know she has a YouTube channel by the name of Olurenati, and she was the case study in that video. Now, I don't know which one of y'all brothers went back to her and sent her the link to the video or what, or maybe I tagged her in it so she's seen it, but apparently she blocked me on social media. We never even interacted on social media before, but she done blocked me on social media. So apparently the video got back to her. And, but anyways, it's gonna be a follow-up to that. So some of y'all brothers have been asking me, all right, brother, I hear you. You know, you be telling us to, to vet the women in our lives to make sure that the woman we deal with, she has the proper mentality, the proper mindset that's compatible with us as black men who, if you follow my channel, I'm going to assume that you're an intelligent black man who understands the geopolitical landscape, the historical landscape of your people. And if you're somebody like me who you only deal with black women exclusively, then you have to understand how to navigate the different personalities and the different archetypes and the different mindsets that a lot of them have. Because the last thing you want to do is attach yourself to somebody who's not compatible with you, doesn't have the same mentality as you, doesn't have the same understanding as you, right? I'm not a religious type of guy, but even in the Bible, they say you got to be equally yoked. And I'm assuming when they say that, they mean that you're supposed to have similar values, similar mentalities, similar beliefs, and similar spiritual foundations. So that's typically the word of advice that I give y'all brothers, man. Just find a woman that has the same mentality and understanding as you, right? Now, when it came to the video that I did on the young lady with the YouTube channel Olurenati, in that video, I was just using her as a case study to represent a segment or a personality or an archetype that I happen to come across very often. The only difference with her is that she's somebody who's a personality that is somewhat well known. She done interviews with the governor of New York, the Breakfast Club, etc., etc. And now in her modern incarnation, she's somebody who's always singing the praises of black men. Oh, I love the black man. Got so much love for the black man. But just a couple years ago, she was like, man, listen, I'm with the white man. I do whatever I want to do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, brothers, you got to stay away from women like this who, back in the day, she was talking crazy. She was acting goofy. Now, for whatever reason, she done came to her senses. Now she want to run back to the black man. Now she want to sing praises on the black man. And that's why I say you got to vet. You got to do your research on these type of women, man. You got to do your research, Just a couple years ago, she was singing the gospel of the white man, telling her sisters, girl, you got to get with the white man. Now, I don't know what happened, but fast forward to today, now she's all about the black man. Oh my God, I can't see myself with anybody but the black man. The black man is the greatest man. The black man is the... Listen, y'all saw that video. Y'all watched that video. But anyway, this video is not going to be about her, man. We're going to use some other women as case studies in this video also. Now, some of y'all brothers have asked me, okay, bro, I hear you, but how are we supposed to know if a woman has engaged in that lifestyle, if she's being authentic, right? Or if she's trying to run a fraudulent game? How do we know? Because they're not going to come out and just say it. They're not going to come out and just say and lay down the confessions. So how are you going to read between the lines to understand what you're dealing with? So in this video, today we're going to dive in deep into that. We're going to dive into that today. I would say the easiest way to understand that you're dealing with what I call the fraudulent pro-black divestor, right? The woman who claims to be pro-black. She loves the black man so much, but her history is checkered with fraudulent activity. One common belief they hold is, take a look up on the screen. A common belief that you would find among the population of these women is they believe that interracial relationships only make sense when a white man is involved. And from this talking point, you get other talking points such as the biracials with the black mothers or the white mothers. That's pretty much the branch off that tree, right? And we've discussed these talking points and dissected them on my channel so many times, right? Now, like I said, a woman is never going to come out and just confess to you her background, her history, the type of men she's been dealing with, the type of lifestyle she's been engaging in, especially if you're the type of black man who, like I said, you're a black man who's very well read, you're knowledgeable on history, geopolitics, you love your people. She's going to feel some type of embarrassment to come out and tell you, yeah, I've been dealing with the white man, because she's going to feel some type of condemnation being around you, soaking up your energy, man. This is a real black man. He's highly intelligent. He's very well read. He's the full package. She's not going to want to tell you out front, yeah, my ex-boy, yeah, I've been dealing with the white man. She's not gonna tell you that. She might just straight up lie to you, or you're gonna have to read between the lines yourself. So in this video, we're gonna discuss some commonly held beliefs that they hold. So when you hear these things in real life, or when you're having a conversation, it sets off a red flag inside your mind, like, hold up, hold up, code red, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So anyways, man, take a look up on the screen. This lady the other day, about 2 days ago, she posted this and it got 500,000 views. She said, a black woman being loved by a white man is beautiful, but a black man catering to a white woman makes me sick to my damn stomach. I can't explain the difference. It just ain't right. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Now, this type of mentality, if you come across this personality, right, it could be in the midst of conversation. And in order to get this type of confession or to get them to expose themselves, you have to present yourself as somebody who's non-judgmental, right? Don't busting through the door, reciting, the scripture of Khalid Muhammad. You got to be cool, laid back, non-judgmental. Keep the Malcolm X literature in the trunk for a little bit and just, be regular, be cool so they can be comfortable, so they can give you the truth, so they can tell you the truth. Because if you busting through the door reciting the Malcolm X literature, they're not going to be comfortable enough to expose themselves, right? They're going to be like, listen, I can't tell this black man that I think, loving all white men is beautiful. He going to look at me like I'm a goofy. So you have to be non-judgmental and be cool so they can be free to expose themselves, right? Now, let's take a look at some of the reactions on social media, because this caused quite a lot of conversation. This person responded to her and said this. At the bottom, I have a friend who is married to a white guy, but she gets upset when she sees a black guy with a white woman. She can never explain to me how it upset her. She said it just does, and I left it alone. Listen, brothers, you got women out here married to the European, then started whole entire lineages and mixed families with the European, sitting at the Thanksgiving dinner table eating green bean casserole and potato salad and unseasoned chicken and ranch dressing on everything with Wonder Bread sandwiches, and they worried about what the black man is doing. But like I said, when it comes to them, love is love. They be talking about, I don't see color. It's the human race. We're all part of the human race, right? The world is a melting pot. Unity through diversity. We're embracing globalization, right? But when it comes to the black man, they become Sister Soldier, they become Queen Nubia, they become Empress Melanin, they become Sister Sankofa, they become Mother Earth, they become Afro Shades of Shea Butter. Listen, just keep the same energy, man. That's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying. If you want to hold hands with the world, sing Kumbaya with the world, just keep that same energy all around, man. When it comes to the black man, don't bring out the ancient Egyptian ankhs and the African medallions and the kente cloths. Please, don't become pro-black when you get around a black man. Please, come on now. Let's continue. This lady said, this is why I always say that being against interracial relationships for black women is anti-black. We cannot find love at home, and we are demonized for loving those who love us. People want us to suffer alone. Now, I gotta repeat that for you. She said that if you are against interracial relationships for black women, then you are anti-black, right? Now, keep in mind, she went on to say this a while back. She said this, me and a black man that dates a white woman have nothing in common, not even as platonic friends. Now, she said, if you're a black man and you date white women, you and her have nothing in common, not even as platonic. You can't even be her friend, right? But meanwhile, when it comes to her, she said that if you do not support interracial relationships for black women, then you are anti-black. Right? She said, if you're not allowing me to mix and mingle with the white man and fornicate and interlock with the white man, then you are being anti-black. If you're not letting me create mixed race children and all this, then you are anti-black. Literally. These two opposing thoughts came out of the same mind. These two conflicting ideas emerged from the same person. These two contrasting beliefs came from the same place. And you'd be surprised, brothers. You'd be surprised how many of them are in agreement with this mentality. You'd be surprised. And this is my thing. I don't take offense when she says that. When she says that a black man that be chasing after the white woman, she has nothing in common with that man, I don't feel any type of way when she says that, because I feel the exact same way in reverse. But my thing is, the type of black man you're looking for, why would he waste his time on you? I think that's where the disconnect happens. The type of black men that you envision yourself being with, why would he waste his time on you when he could spend his time with women who are not engaged in this hypocrisy and this lunacy, right? Why would he deal with you when you believe that interracial relationships for you is perfect, right? But for him is evil, right? When in reality, the type of woman he would be compatible with is a woman that only has eyes for the black man, the same way he only has eyes for the black woman. And that's why you got to be on your P's and Q's. You got to be on your toes out here, because it's really hard for a black man who like I said, man, it's a lot of women out here who are predatory. They're very predatory, right? They behind closed doors, under the sheets, they be dealing with the white man, mixing and mingling. Then they want to get around the black man, talking about, oh, I want to be with a black man that only has eyes for the black woman. I want to be with the intelligent black man that loves the black woman. Meanwhile, she doesn't even hold herself to that same standard, right? And I do place some blame at the feet of guys like Dr. Umar Johnson, because he spent so much of his time talking about the black man that you have women like this who have gained a sense of confidence to where they have the audacity to open their mouth and say, I want to be with a black man that only wants to be with a black woman, but I'll deal with any race of man. Like, that's such a common mentality I've seen being proliferated out in the atmosphere recently, right? But anyways, let's continue. She went on to say this. It also tells me everything I need to know about your love for your mother. Now, she's insinuating that if you're a black man who engages in the same exact behavior as her, if you have the same exact mentality as her, then you hate your mother, right? The same exact woman who just said that if you do not support interracial relationships for black women, then you are anti-black. And this is why I coined the phrase, the pro-black divestor, right? The pro-black divestor, behind closed doors, under the sheets. She mixing and mingling with all the different nations of the world, right? But when she gets in front of the black man, all of a sudden she becomes Sister Soldier. She becomes Mother Nubia, right? I can't stand that archetype. I really can't stand that archetype. And it's so popular out here in the street. It's so frequent that you come across it, man. That's why I have endless content on this subject. And listen, inevitably, when it doesn't work out, when the relationship falls apart, when they end up breaking up, these same women want to run back to the black man and throw flowers at our feet and offer us gifts and tribute. I'm not accepting it. I don't want it, man. Keep that bullshit. Let's continue. This lady responded and she said, I absolutely get it. This lady said, I agree. This lady said, I agree. This lady said, I wish I could disagree. This lady said, I'm so contradictory. I love interracial relationships, but I hate seeing a successful black man with a white woman. This brother said, y'all put white people on a pedestal and it be so pathetic. For real, that's why you got to stay away from a woman who romanticizes interracial relationships, man, because like I said, it always comes back to some pedestalization of white folks. Oh man, the white man is so amazing. The white man is so marvelous. The white man is so spectacular, right? You can't be attaching yourself to a woman who has this mentality, brothers. I'm sorry. If it's one thing you got to do, like, you have to avoid women with this mentality, man. You have to. You cannot have a woman who has two contradictory schizophrenic beliefs. It's not gonna work, brother. It's not gonna work. You can't build a foundation like that. Let's continue. This brother said, if y'all both dating interracially, then what's the problem? You don't date black men and he don't date black women. Y'all one and the same. Exactly. But here's the thing, brother. Here's the thing. Due to the fact that most people, regardless of, background, nationality, ethnicity, they tend to stick to their culture, right? So inevitably, a good amount of these women end up running back to the black man anyway. But my thing is, the only black man they really want to deal with is the black man who is the 5-star black man, the black man who loves the black woman, who loves the black community, who loves his ancestors, loves his culture, loves his background, loves his people. That's the black man they want to be with. But why does that black man have to relegate himself to dealing with you, right? You love the white man, you love the Arab man, you love the Mexican man. So why the black man got to deal with you when he could deal with a black woman who has a similar mentality as him? That's my thing, right? That's my thing. Like, why do they want to deal with the black man who only has eyes for the black woman? Meanwhile, they got eyes for everybody. I'll never understand the contradictory schizophrenic mentality. Hopefully some women can get into the comment section and explain it to me, because I still don't understand it, right? And obviously this doesn't apply to the entire population, but a good chunk of them carry this mentality where they believe that a black woman with a white man, that's acceptable, that's honorable, that's something to be respected. But when you switch the tables, all of a sudden they become Miss Pro-Black, Khalid Muhammad, black fists up in the air. We got to preserve the black family. We got to preserve the black race. But when it comes to a black woman with a white man, all of a sudden it's, love is love. We mixing and mingling. I don't understand. Let's continue. This person said, the wide-scale prevalence of voters in the Democratic Party who think like this is why Barack Obama could have never gotten elected married to a white woman, while Kamala Harris can get elected married to a white man. Now, I'm going to play a video from a lady named Shay Sharday who goes into her opinion on why one is acceptable and one has always been demonized, right? Why one is like, people just are revolted by one and people are accepting of the other one, right? But we'll get into that later. But that's something very real. I don't think Barack Obama could have got elected if he had, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman from the Midwest on his arm. I think that the fact that he came in with a black woman on his arm with his black daughters, you know, a black woman for Chicago, I think that really bolstered his image in the eyes of the black community. I don't think he would have had the same respect, the same leverage if he was Barack Obama, you know, the African immigrant with a white wife from Minnesota. I don't think that he would have got the same respect. I don't think black women would have supported him at all. I don't think black women would have got behind him at all, right? But you can see how they rallying around Kamala Harris, you know, rallying Kamala Harris with her frumpy, you know, looking white man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that goes back to what I said, that mentality they have where they view one relationship as perfect, as honorable, as respectable, as match made in heaven. And they view the other one as evil, as, you know what I mean? It makes them sick to their stomach, as the lady said before. And we have to understand why that is, right? You have to understand why that is, because you can't love the white man and hate the white woman. You can't, because the white woman was the one that gave birth to the white man, right? The white woman is the one who served as the vessel to bring the white man to earth for you to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So if you got all this admiration and you want to be open to the white man, then you have to understand you got to get acquainted. You got to have respect for the white woman also, because she's going to be the one that you're going to be dealing with on the holidays and Thanksgiving and birthdays. She's going to be the one you're going on the family trips with. She's going to be your mother-in-law. She's going to be your sister-in-law. She's going to be your kid's grandmama. You know, they're going to be calling the white woman grandmama, you know what I'm saying? So you can't have all this animosity towards the white woman, but then you got all this admiration and veneration for the white man. You got to go to the doctor and get some prescriptions for your schizophrenia, baby girl. All of y'all. Let's continue. Now, take a look up on the screen. This is the lady from before. We were talking about before, right? Just last month, she said this: I am a black American, and I will not let my hookah rights get taken away. I will be voting for Kamala Harris. Now, listen, I would say that's also a good gauge to see if a woman is engaged in that lifestyle, if she's open to that lifestyle. If you see that she's an ardent supporter, if she's like an ardent black liberal, to be honest, it doesn't even matter what side of the aisle she falls under, because if she's a black Republican, she's going to be like Candace Owens, who's also a divestor swirler, or a black liberal who are also goofy divestor swirlers. To be honest, in America, it doesn't matter what political side of the spectrum she falls on. They all pretty much are open to this lifestyle. There's really no political party for black women who are really about that pro-black life, to be honest with you, right? And I guarantee the same woman, if Barack Obama had a white woman, she would not be feeling as enthusiastic to vote for him. She would say, oh, he hates his mama and all type of nonsense, right? But obviously, when it comes to Kamala Harris, dealing with her frumpy looking white man who looks like a math teacher, it doesn't bother her. And that's a common mentality we see out here in these streets. Now, let's continue. Now, she went on to say, Donald Trump is a convicted felon, demonic spirit, and rapist. He's a villain. And listen, brothers, do not get bamboozled by that, Donald Trump rhetoric. You see, they're going to be talking about Donald Trump going to put us back in chains. He going to reinstitute chattel slavery, right? But I guarantee, if Donald Trump's son, what's his son's name? Eric Trump? If Eric Trump was dealing with a black woman, they'd be saying, oh, girl, oh, man, you getting your reparations, girl. You getting your reparations. You know what I'm saying? Because when that dude from the British imperial family married that mixed race chick, Meghan Markle, everybody was geeking. They was geeking about that. Y'all remember that? Everybody was geeking when that mixed race chick married into the royal family. You know, one of the biggest slave trading families in the history of the world. But now they talk, Donald Trump gonna put us back in chain. Listen, brothers, you gotta watch, some of these black liberal women. You gotta watch them. You gotta watch the black liberal women behind closed doors. You gotta watch them. Let's continue. This lady said, Donald Trump is a convicted felon, rapist, xenophobic white man who called for the death penalty at Central Park 5. She went on to say, if Kamala Harris gets her a straight Christian white male as her vice president and throws on the silk press, kitten heels, and giggles, she's washing him. She went on to say, save the anti-Kamala Harris rhetoric. I'm not interested. Just admit that you prefer voting for someone who's a convicted felon and has a history of rape, xenophobia, racism, and corruption. Now, just a few months ago, just earlier in the year, back in January, she said this: I told my girl at dinner today that I'm going to start dating white men. And she said, don't you worry, I'll pray to God to send you the right black man. So listen, just back in January, she told her best friend, I'm about to start dating the whites. But now she's talking about, oh my God, Donald Trump. Oh my God, the xenophobic white man who called for the death penalty of the black man in the Central Park 5 and the history of the xenophobia. And bro, I'm telling you, man, please, some of our sisters truly need some medication. I love y'all to death. Y'all know Nefer Dessalines, I love y'all to death. But some of y'all truly need a prescription for some olanzapine, some risperidone, some of y'all really need some Invega Sustenna, some haloperidol, some flufenazine. Some of y'all going through it, man. Some of y'all got some conflicting ideologies, some psychotic thoughts, and y'all really need some treatment. You know, I say this out of love. I say this out of love because it's a reason why y'all can't find the black man you want. Because as soon as the black man get around you and he gets a glimpse of the psychotic mentality and the scattered personalities and the schizophrenia, he realized, man, this chick is batshit crazy. I got to get up out of here. I got to get the hell up out of here. Let's continue. Now, the same woman who just went on that rant about Donald Trump just back in 2020, she said this. Take a look up on the screen. Why is it so hard to find a non-racist, handsome, normal white man? Back in 2020, off the heels of the George Floyd uprising in the United States. This is what she was talking about. And I think that's what that guy was saying earlier, right? What he said. Take a look up on the screen. The wide-scale prevalence of voters in the Democratic Party who think like this is why Barack Obama could have never gotten elected married to a white woman, while Kamala Harris can get elected married to a white man. Yeah, I do think it's something to that. I think that's a valid observation. Facts. Now, when it comes to me, I'm not a Democrat or Republican. The thing I like to focus on the most is American foreign policy, right? And as it relates to American foreign policy, it doesn't really matter which political party is in office, whether it's the Republican or the Democrat, it doesn't matter, right? American foreign policy is American foreign policy. American foreign interest is American foreign interest. It remains the same, right? It doesn't matter who is in office. America is always going to support its imperialist allies such as France, and it's always going to continue to plunder the African continent. That is American foreign policy. So it doesn't matter who's in office to me. So I don't really get involved in American, political debates. So let's continue. Now, this same lady went on to say, as a white woman, why are you calling me sis? Now, she just said, why is it so hard to find a handsome, normal white man who isn't a white supremacist? And she said, as a white woman, why are you calling me sis? I'll never understand some of y'all women. That's why I said some of y'all need a prescription for some olanzapine, some flufenazine, some Invega Sustenna. Because like I said before, you can't have love and admiration and affection for the white man, but you got animosity and hatred and hostility for his mother and his sister and his grandmother and his daughters and things like that. These are the women you're going to have to share a family with. These are the women you're sharing familial bonds with. So I don't understand. Like, if you got love for the white man, baby girl, you better get accustomed and acquainted with the white woman too. Now let's continue. This lady said, the juxtaposition of celebrating Kamala and hurting for Sonia has been messing with me. The month of July has been a long year. Now, I believe she's talking about Sonia Massey. I believe the lady who unfortunately lost her life in a police shooting at her home. She called the police saying that she believed there was an intruder at her home, and the police actually ended up shooting her instead. And the cop responsible for that, I believe he was actually arrested for murder. That was actually pretty surprising. They arrested him immediately for murder. He got fired immediately. But she said that, celebrating Kamala and hurting for Sonia, it's been a long year. It's weighing down heavy upon her, right? She had also went on to say, white women have always been complicit in the crimes white men have inflicted on society, right? Now, you have to understand why I said earlier, you have to watch the black liberal female. Because just a couple months ago, she said this. Some of these new white men, child, swirl on, my sisters, swirl on. Oh my God! I thought we were sending our prayers and condolences for the unfortunate lady who got shot in the face by the white policeman. Now she's telling her sisters a couple months ago, some of these new white men, child, swirl on, my sisters, swirl on, right? So I don't understand it. I don't understand the mentality. I don't understand the mentality, man. I don't understand the mentality, right? On 1 minute, we sending our prayers and condolences to victims of police brutality. The next minute, we encouraging our sisters to go deal with the same demographic committing police brutality. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. I do not understand it, man. At least, okay, this is the difference. At least the black conservative female, like Candace Owens, at least they're going to be consistent in their ideology, right? I remember I saw Candace Owens talking about the situation, and Candace Owens, as always, took the side of the police, right? Candace Owens defended the police. She defended the white man who shot this lady in the face, right? But the black liberal female, she going to put on a facade like she got so much animosity and hatred towards the white man, but she loved the white man just as much as the black conservative Republican female. Right? They got the same love for the white man, but the black liberal female, she gonna masquerade and mask it like she a revolutionary. I'm riding for my people. But y'all, man, both y'all really the same, to be honest, right? Both y'all really the same, right? The black conservative, she's just more honest in her tap dancing. She's more honest when she's shucking and jiving. But the black liberal female, she operates in the same, she has the same software, she has the same hardware. Let's continue. Take a look up on the screen. The same lady who was sending her condolences to the unfortunate victim of police brutality a couple weeks ago, take a look up on the screen. Right? They dug into her old tweets and she was talking about, I ain't even gonna repeat it. Y'all not gonna have a soundbite of me saying that bullshit. Just take a look up on the screen, man. Right? Now, she also had some old tweets saying this: "Dear black men who date white women, we don't care. Sincerely." And then she got the angry face, right? Then she got the mad face. I don't understand it. You love the white man, but why you got so much animosity towards his mama? You love the white man, but you hate his mama, you hate his sister, you hate his grandmama, you hate all the women in his family. I don't understand it. Now, recently in the past couple of days, there was a story that came out. Kevin Durant, the ball player Kevin Durant, he was seen, I guess he's at the Olympics right now, and he was seen hanging out with a diverse crowd of women in France. I think the Olympic Games are in France, right? So as you can see, a bunch of, obviously non-African women. So the same lady who was just encouraging black women to expand their options, she responded to that story. She said this. She posted a picture of a book that's entitled "Stay Away from the Sneaky Snow Bunnies." Now, just earlier in the year, she was geeking over JJ Redick. Take a look up on the screen. She's talking about JJ Redick so fine, but she upset that Kevin Durant chilling in France with the snow bunnies. I don't understand the mentality, bro. I don't understand the mindset. Somebody gotta enlighten me on the mindset, bro. Because to me, it sounds like y'all need some medication. It seems like some schizophrenia is taking hold on the mentality. Because I don't understand how on 1 minute you geeking when it comes to JJ Redick, but now all of a sudden when Kevin Durant going to France, hanging out with the white women in France, all of a sudden you talking about stay away from the sneaky snow bunnies. Yo, bro, y'all need some medication, man. Y'all need some medication, man. Hit my line. Get in my email if you need an address to the pharmacy. I got you. We're gonna fill that prescription for you, baby girl. We got you. Make sure your insurance information up to date. We got you. Let's continue. Now, just last week, she was saying this: "Wake this up. Anti-blackness is global. Ask any African child about the impacts of colonialism. We should not be fighting ourselves." Oh my God, baby girl. On 1 minute, you can't be geeking for the white man, and then in the next minute, you talking about we need to unify to combat the after effects of colonialism. Like, baby girl, stop. I can't stand that, man. On Monday, they talking about we at war with the white man. Then on Tuesday, they talk, the white man's so fine. Like, baby girl, please, man. Jesus Christ, man. Let's continue. They dug into her old tweets. She talking about back in 2019, "I'm sitting next to this fine Frenchman in first class. The whites are evolving." Oh my God. The same exact one who just last week talking about we got to stand together. We got to unify because of colonialism and anti-blackness is worldwide. Listen, who you think we got to fight against? Who you think the white Frenchman is one of the most ardent white supremacists walking the planet? But meanwhile, you seen a white Frenchman and you geeking. You seen a white Frenchman and you got excited, but you talking about anti-blackness is worldwide. But guess what? How we gonna fight against the white Frenchman when you got love for the white Frenchman? Man, listen, get your mind right, man. Get a prescription for some medication, man. Anyways, let's continue. This person said, "Fun fact, white men come from white women. One cannot exist without the other." And that's a fact. That's a fact, man. It's a package deal, man. It's a package deal, man. That's why I stay with my women, man. I had a conversation with a young lady last night, and I told her the same thing, man. I told her the same thing. The biggest reason why I can't really mix and mingle with these women of other cultures is because if you deal with the women of that culture, you got to deal with the men of that culture also, right? So if you deal with the women, you got to deal with her father, her brother, things like that. And I'm not really trying to sit at the Thanksgiving dinner table with those men. I'm not trying to talk politics with those men. I'm pretty sure that we would probably have opposing views as it relates to politics, geopolitics, history, culture, worldview. We would not agree. We would not be in alignment. So I'm not even going to waste my time trying to ingratiate myself to their culture. I'm not a fan of their culture. I probably most likely don't even respect their culture because it probably got anti-black elements ingratiated and integrated into it. So, I don't even waste my time with that, bro. I don't waste my time with that. I couldn't really see myself doing anything serious with the woman outside of my race, man. Like, it's just me personally. Like, it's a package deal. Like I said, you can't have one without the other, right? That's what some of them don't understand, right? You can't love the white man but hate the white woman. And you can't run back to the intelligent black man because we're not going to accept you. So you got to stay over there. You feel me? You got to stay over there. Let's continue. This lady said, I actually did a paper on this and why it's different, because within the realm of sexuality, status in society, and individuality, the relationships hold different weights and there's reasons why. This lady responded and said, I can explain it. Historically, white people treated black people terribly, so it's refreshing to see the opposite with a black woman and a white man. It's aggravating to see a black man catering to the same women who laughed at them being hung from trees. This person responded and said, but it's refreshing to be with the same man that we're doing the hanging. You sound fucking stupid. This person said, this genuinely might be the most retarded sentiment I've come across on here. If white women were laughing, then who do you think was doing the actual hanging? Brothers, this is why you stay away from these women with these schizophrenic ideologies and mentalities, man. The way they will twist and contort themselves to justify their admiration for the white man. Like, bro, you got to stay away. That's why I say you got to stay away. For your own safety, man. For your own good. For your own, peace of mind. You got to stay away from women that be playing in the snow, bro. You have to stay away, bro. I'm telling you. This your brother speaking to you, man. This your brother speaking to you. Let's continue. Now, they dug into the archives. They went into her old tweets, right? Back in 2021, a few years ago, she said this. When you see me pop out with a white man and our white baby, mind your business. Respect. Yo, you remember? Do you remember if you watch my video on that lady, Ulu Renati, right? I forget her real name, but with the YouTube channel Ulu Renati, she was saying the same exact thing back in the day before she ran back to the black man. She was saying, when you see me with the white man, mind your business. When you see me, nigga, mind your business, right? Fast forward to today. Oh, I love the black man. The black man is the most progressive man. The black man is the most honorable man. The black man is the greatest man. Bro, oh my Lord. My God, my God, my God. Let's continue. This person said, this is the prime example why you should not date women with white bodies. I agree. I agree, man. I agree. Let's continue. Now, take a look up on the screen. This lady right here, you could say that she is basically the same archetype as the Illuminati woman, right? The same exact archetype, same exact storyline. As you can see, last month she posted this. Black men, you are truly the best. No explanation is needed. Real recognize real, right? Then a month before that, she said, black men, remember you are loved. You are strong. You are worthy of great things. Go shine bright today. She went on to say, black men, you are loved, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with her, showing love to the black man, paying tribute to the black man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate that, baby girl. But, some oftentimes, these were the same women just back in the day. They was telling us mind our business. They was telling us, nigga, when you see me with the European nigga, mind your business, right? Yeah. This is that archetype right here. Let's take a look at it. Just last year, 2023, she said, only when I dated a white man did I begin to understand why they are such egotistical, vile, and entitled people. I tried because not all men, but I'm glad I learned because I would never recommend it to anyone. I learned my lesson. Thousands of dollars of therapy later. God. Now, big up to the women that genuinely got love for the black man, and it's authentic and it's organic, and they didn't have to go dive in the water and get in bed with the white man first and get, all these emotional scars and emotional bruises on their body first before they wanted to run back and pay tribute and show honor and love to the black man. Yeah, I got love for those women. Those are women I got love for. I don't appreciate the women, you don't went to war. You got battle scars from war dealing with the white man. Now you want to come back and bring it back to the black man. Baby girl, that shit is so fake. Baby girl, that shit is so fake. I swear to God, that shit fake. Swear to God, right? She went on to say, right, back in 2021, she said, I can't believe I wasted my time on a Monsters from Space Jam looking white man with an infant hairline with a very subpar performance in the bedroom for 2 years, all because he was tall. Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you for my new blessings. Now, of course, now she's dealing with a black man. She done ran back to the black man now. Black man, you are loved. Black man, you are strong. Black man, you are amazing. Same thing with that Illuminati chick, right? Same exact nonsense. You feel me? Right? Take a look up on the screen. She said, what did I do to deserve such a beautiful, intelligent, caring, supportive, sexy black man? I love it here. I love you. Oh my goodness. Now, why couldn't you love the black man from the jump, baby girl? Why couldn't you love the black man from the beginning? You know what I mean? God damn, man. My man done got with the reformed Divestor. Tragic, man. Condolences to the good brother, man. Let's continue. She also said, you couldn't pay me to date another white man. It would need to be Jeff Bezos type of money. So the door is still open. So the door is still open as long as he got some money. God damn, man. Golly, bro. Let's continue. This lady said, black men being so easily impressed by white women should be studied. She also went on to say, I promise it's never that bad to where I'd even want to date a black man that wants to date a white woman to the point that he's on an app searching for them. My soulmate does not like swine. Now, she reacted to a video of some white dude in the kitchen making some food, and she talk about if I didn't care about my ancestors rolling in the grave, I'd give him a mulatto. She talking about the black man easily impressed. Meanwhile, the white man was on TikTok making a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and she talking about she ready to give him a mulatto baby like in 1776. Man, goddamn, man. Anyway, move it on. This lady said, I can never understand why this type of black man can never just enjoy his white woman instead of broadcasting it. Now, they dug into the archives on her too. And back in 2016, she said, I've always liked the whites. I just never got a chance to date one until recently. Back in 2017, she said, what's wrong with dating white men? Back in 2018, she said, everybody knows I like the whites. Back in 2020, she said, both of my brothers have children with white women. I love my nieces and nephews, but I still wish they would have had children with black women. What? Oh my God, bro, I'm telling you, this is the mentality, right? Take a look up on the screen. They believe one is perfect and they believe the other one is evil. They're engaging in the same behavior. They're engaging in the same lifestyle, but for whatever reason, one is acceptable, one is honorable, one is unacceptable, one is dishonorable. I don't understand it. And on top of that, the black man they want to get with is a black man who only loves black women. The black man who loves his community, the intelligent 5-star black man, that's the one they want to get with. So the 5-star black man has to subject himself to a black woman who loves other races of men. I don't understand it. That shit is so backwards to me, right? That's why I tell y'all boys, y'all got to vet, man, because some of these women are predatory, bro. They predatory. They gonna come back to you. I love the black man. They gonna tell you what you want to hear. Meanwhile, they got battle scars from dealing with outside races. That shit crazy. Let's continue. This lady said, the non-black women that black men can get just are happy to be chosen after being rejects of the men of their own race. They're just happy to be there. They also dug into the archives on her too, and she said, I married and divorced a white man, and I just take my L with that aspect of pro-blackness. It's true. I mean, you married to someone white, you got a white beneficiary. That's kind of anti-black in and of itself. Swirlers cannot have it all. Now, all right, like I said, she's still kind of backwards for criticizing black men for running after white women when she got a whole damn, white ex-husband. I don't understand that. But, you done started a whole lineage with the white folks. But, meanwhile, you got beef with, white women and the black men who date them. I don't understand it. Right. So, like I said, man, this is a mentality. Like I said, brother, if you want to understand a woman you're dealing with, if she's a divestor, swirler, or she has sympathies towards those communities, just engage her mind on this topic, right? See where she stands, right? The majority of them are probably going to have some vitriolic reaction to black men dealing with white women, but see if she has that same vitriolic reaction to black women dealing with white men. See if she has the same level of disgust. If you see that there's somewhat of a difference there or discrepancy there where she sees one as unacceptable and it makes her sick to her stomach and she reacts, very hostile towards one, but she reacts very, accepting and loving and respectful towards another, you're probably dealing with some, it's probably some funny business going on there, brother. I'm not saying she's guilty of anything, but I'm saying that she's liable to, contradict her own principles and teachings and doctrines. That's all I'll say about that. Let's continue. This lady said, if a black man tells me he's dated or had intercourse with any woman outside of black women, then I'm automatically turned off. Now, like I said, brothers, I don't feel triggered when I hear these things because I'm not guilty of this behavior. So if they have these standards, I have the same exact standards too. So, I can't be a hypocrite and get upset at them when I hold the same exact requirements for myself, right? And you'd be surprised that a lot of women are actually surprised by those of us who have this mentality. I had a lady straight up tell me that before she started watching my video, she did not even know that black men even held these type of beliefs. Right? It was like a revelation to her when she watched my video. She's like, wow, black men really feel this way. We didn't even know. Right? So a lot of them don't even know, right? A lot of them, because we're not going to come out and say it. Because if we decide to cut a chick off, we're not going to give her an announcement and give her the reason why. We just keep it moving and we just, let her figure out on her own. So a lot of them didn't even know that black men hold these type of beliefs, So, but anyways, this lady responded to her and she said this, me too, nigga, you tainted, right? So she says that if you are a black man who deals with a white woman, then you are tainted, right? Now, the problem with her holding this belief is that a few years ago, she was on social media saying, sis, broaden your choices, right? Expand your options, not only to white men, but to other races of men in general, right? And she went on to say back in 2020, right? When a white man loves you, he loves you with all his soul and his spirit. She said the only negative thing is that if he loses his job, he'll kill you and the whole family. Now, listen, she says that if the black man deals with a white woman, then he is tainted, right? But she's willing to encourage other women to go deal with the white man, even though the white man be dealing with white women too. The white man be dating white women. That's not a deal breaker. The white man be dealing with white women. That's not a deal breaker for them. They still gonna say, hey, expand your options, girl, expand your options. But a black man dealing with a white woman is unacceptable, even though they dealing with the white woman's brother. And that's acceptable. That's honorable. But they hate the white woman's mother. I don't understand. You hate his sister, you hate his mama, but you love him, even though he be dealing with white women too. Listen, man, I don't know. I'm gonna need one of the women to come into the comment section and break it down. Give me the science, man. Break down the science for your boy Neferkari Desali, man, because I'm an intelligent brother, but this is a mathematical equation. Y'all got me stumped. Y'all got me stuck on this one. Let's continue. This lady said, yeah, to be honest, I'm not attracted to black men who typically date white women. Not that there's anything wrong with it necessarily, but it makes me question what the hell you doing over here in my face. This ain't your lane, and you most likely got some shit about you that I wouldn't like. Now, I don't have nothing with her feeling that way because I feel a similar way in reverse. But they dug into the archives, but she went on to say this. One thing about a white man, he's going to make sure they find the finest black women they could find. And statistics show that the relationships stick too. So in one breath, she said, I'm not attracted to the black men that deal with white women. But then she sung the praises of interracial relationships with white men by saying that those relationships seem to have the most endurance. Now, keep in mind, the vast majority of white men walking the planet, I believe they marry white women at like a 90% clip, but that's besides the point. My thing is this, like I told you before, when it comes to black men and white women, they become, sister soldier, fight the power, black fist up in the air, mother Nubia, queen mama Africa, right? But when it comes to the reverse, now all of a sudden, oh man, this the best relationship around. Oh, this the best. Oh, when you with the white man, it's the best. Yo, bro, ain't no real black man got time for this goofy schizophrenic mentality. Let's continue. For example, now I've exposed this chick on previous videos, but it's a prime example. It's a perfect example, right? She said, I only like black men that only like black women, right? So she wants a black man like myself, right? A black man who only has eyes and admiration for the black woman, right? Who understands the cultural and historical value of the black woman, right? That's the type of black man that she wants to be with. That's the type of black man that she prefers and admires, right? But take a look up on the screen. Back in 2022, she said this. She has 5 white bodies on her list, but she judges black men who have sex with white women, right? So she done slept with 5 Europeans in her lifetime so far, right? But she judges black men who do the same. And on top of that, she said she only wants to be with a black man that only likes black women. My fucking God, man. Get out of my face, man. Let's continue. Now, this lady, yesterday, right? Yesterday, the 14th of August, she said, I get so turned off when I find out a man likes white girls, right? Now, this got damn near 4 million views, right? Over 30,000 likes, right? Now, she got exposed just like the rest of them. So she ended up deleting the post altogether and deleted like a bunch of her posts altogether. Like she wiped her page clean. She wiped her page clean. You know, as you can see at the bottom, it says this post has been deleted. Anyways, take a look up on the screen. Just last month, actually, right? Just last month. I don't know who this guy is. Probably some Hollywood actor. She said, this is one of the whites that I would risk it all for. Right? I don't know who this is. For those of y'all that watch movies, y'all watch TV, y'all know who this is. I don't know who this is. I don't really watch TV. I don't really watch movies. But she said just last month, bro, just last month, she said she would risk it all for this European actor, for this white actor. Meanwhile, she said she gets so turned off when she finds out that a man likes whites just like her. My Lord, you know, I really want some of my female subscribers to get into the comment section, because I'm sure, I can guarantee, I can swear on every ancestor I got that some of y'all got women in your friend group that have this exact same mentality. In fact, I would dare say that some of y'all yourselves have this mentality also. So due to the fact that y'all have a first person experience, y'all have direct to the source access, enlighten me, right? Enlighten your boy Neferkari Dessalines on the mentality, right? How come when y'all see a black man with a white woman, y'all turn into Winnie Mandela, you turn into Betty Shabazz, you turn into Fannie Lou Hamer, you turn into Harriet Tubman, you turn into Sojourner Truth, you turn into Ida B. Wells, you turn into Rosa Parks, you turn into Ella Baker, right? But when it comes to the opposite, then you turn into Candace Owens, you turn into Condoleezza Rice. I don't understand it. You got to put me on game. Help me understand it. Anyways, let's continue. This lady said, the only white supremacists I see are black men who feel like they've won in life by being with mediocre white women. And it's so many of you out there. Now, just last summer, she said this. She hate that she's too old for... I hate that I'm too old for Leonardo DiCaprio. She said that's a European she would willingly jump at, right? She said, my God. These people are crazy. These people are crazy, bro. I'm telling you, brothers, this right here, I'm giving y'all the game. This is a telltale sign when you are examining the mindset of a woman. If you see she has a contradictory mentality in regards to this topic, pack up your luggage and run, bro. Pack up your bags and run. Don't even waste no time trying to rationalize it, trying to negotiate with it. You already know what you're dealing with. All you got to do is just say to yourself, I know what you are, and just cut her off, bro. Now let's continue. This same lady, she went on to say, she responded to somebody who asked the question, what is your plan B if this life doesn't work according to your plan? She responded and she said, back in 2021, marrying a rich white man. My God. But she gonna fix her lips. She gonna turn into, like I said, when it comes to the black man, they turn into Harriet Tubman, right? They turn into Betty Shabazz. They talking about, oh, the black man is a white supremacist with a mediocre white woman. Meanwhile, she's talking about, if Leonardo DiCaprio hits my line, he could get it. What? And then she said, if life doesn't work out, I'm going to marry a white man. Yo, these people are nuts. Yo, these people are nuts, bro. That's why I told y'all boys, you have to stay away from women who play in the snow, because like I said, that's like medication. A side effect of that is schizophrenia, right? So you want to deal with a woman playing in the snow, but you want to be pro-black at the same time. Schizophrenia, bro. Schizophrenia, mental illness, right? Mental illness. Let's continue. This lady said, if you ever been with a white woman, I am not the one for you, right? And a couple months ago, she said, a hill that I'm willing to die on is that black men who date white women hate themselves, and the self-hate and insecurity are always glaring. Now, just last year, she said this, my colleague won't stop singing the gospel that is white men. Now I have to find out. What? How come she didn't give her colleague, how come she didn't give her friend that same speech? How come she didn't tell her friend, said, hey, you have too much, why you got so much self-hate and insecurity? Why you running after the white man? She did not give her friend that same speech, right? When her friend came in and was singing the praises of the white man, she said, I got to find out for myself, right? But when it came to the black man, all of a sudden the black man got self-hate and insecurity and all those and all these other mental deficiencies. But meanwhile, she want to go run after the white man's brother. I don't understand the mentality. I promise I need one of y'all to get into the comment section and break it down to your boy like a science, man. Let's continue. This lady said she responded to the tweet where the girl said that she gets so turned off when she finds out that a man likes white girls, and she agreed, and she said that's the biggest ick. So basically what she means by that's the biggest ick, she agrees, like that really turns her off. Like to her, that's disgusting. Like that's deplorable that you would even do such a thing, right? But check it out though. Just a few years ago, she said, I couldn't date a white man long term, but maybe for a few months and years for the fun of it, but that's it. Right? So listen, when it comes to the black man, that's the biggest ick. Ugh, you know, pass me the garbage can so I could barf. Right? But when it comes to her, she could kick it with the white man for years for fun. Yo, boy, y'all some funny people, man. Let's continue. This lady said, cause I'm black, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, how do you like me? I can understand if you dated one white woman before, but to have dated several white women, nah. I can promise that man is gonna put you through hell comparing you to every white woman he's been with. Save the stress. Now, check it out. That woman also deleted that tweet, as you can see at the bottom. She said, this post has been deleted because they dug into the archives and found out that she's also another schizophrenic patient, right? And check it out. Check out what she said. I love me a black man that likes black women. Oh my God, bro. God damn. When you hear this, I don't want to say this is the case every time, but I would say at least a good 8 out of 10 times when you hear a woman say this, she is part of that swirl life. She's part of that divestor life. She's part of that. When it comes to her, when she sees another woman, she talking about love is love, right? But when it comes to the black man, she becomes a black power revolutionary. She becomes a Sada Shakur, right? She becomes, like I said, after a while, it's just so much pattern recognition. Like I said, I got a whole playlist on this topic, man. So many videos, so many case studies along similar lines. It's like, God damn, man. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. You know, it's like conducting a science experiment. After a while, when you get the same results so many times, you have to understand something is afoot. You know, there's some funny business going on here. Anyways, just a couple years ago, she said this. I had a white man I was dating asking if my baby daddy was the only black man I ever slept with. I got her from that meal so quickly, got in my car and left, and I never looked back. My God. So like I said, she loves black men that only deal with black women, but she going on dates with the white man. She mixing and mingling with the white man, but the only black man she wants is a black man that is loyal to the black woman. That is insane. That is insane, because as a black man who's part of that demographic, I'm here to tell y'all right now. I'm here to plant the flag right now. I'm here to solidify it right now. All of y'all who have this mentality, don't none of us want y'all. The so-called black man that only likes the black woman, who only has eyes for the black woman, don't none of us want to deal with this mentality. Don't none of us want to be with y'all. Stay over there. For real. Listen, stay over there, man. Stay over there, man. We don't want to deal with that. What you think this is, baby girl? What you think this is? I only like black men that love black women, but I'm mixing and mingling with the white man. Man, listen, we don't want y'all, man. I'm here to tell y'all right now in case y'all didn't know, because a girl told me that before she watched my videos, she did not know that black men held these beliefs. So I'm here to put it into the atmosphere right now. We don't want y'all. In case y'all didn't know, we don't want y'all. We don't want y'all. We only want the 5-star elite black women who have our same exact mentality and our same exact ideology. Let's continue. Now, take a look up on the screen. A couple years ago, back in the day, right? I don't know who this is. What is this? That NFL player that used to play dress up as a black man? He was dating a black woman before he went to go date Taylor Swift. I forgot his name. Travis Kelce or something like that. She said, oh, this a fine European right here. She said, oh, this a fine white man. Listen, this dude doing his best impersonation of the black man, right? Look at this dude. He's doing his best impression of the black man. He's imitating the black man, right? He's performing the black man's identity, right? He's playing pretend as the black man, right? He's fronting as the black man. And she's talking about, oh, this a fine white man. Oh my God, bro. Yo, bro. The same woman who literally said, we got to put it back up on the screen. We got to put it back up on the screen for emphasis. I love me a black man that likes black women. My God. but she geeking over Eminem over here. She geeking over Marshall Mathers over here. She geeking over Malibu's Most Wanted over here. Goofy ass. Let's continue. Now, they dug into the archives on her and they found some more. Take a look. She said this back in the day. I've dated whites, but I'll never date a proud racist. The older I get, the more I think I need a black man. My Lord. My Lord, bro. My Lord, man. Why do they always do this? Why do they always do this, man? Why they gotta come back and bother the black man? The black man minding his business. The black man not bothering nobody. And they want to bring this garbage to our doorstep. I don't understand it. Anyways, man. Anyways, moving on. This lady said, I have no issues with interracial dating. I just prefer my man to be extremely pro-black. Now, on the surface, I don't have anything against what she said because I prefer my woman to be extremely pro-black. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you got to be equally yoked with the woman that you decide to start a life with, start a family with, and get yourself involved with, right? That's common sense. My thing is that I feel some of them are playing a fraudulent game where they say one thing, but deep inside, they expose themselves to have contradicting beliefs, right? Because take a look up on the screen. They dug into the archives on her and she said, statistics show that interracial marriage between white men and black women lasts way longer than one with a black man and a white woman, as well as white men and white women. I don't date outside my race, but to the swirlers, do what you want with that info. Now, listen, I don't believe that she doesn't date outside her race because if you really were, pro-black, like you said, you want your man to be pro-black, why would you even sing the praises of these non-existent stats, right? You're talking about a marriage, you're talking about a pairing that barely exists to begin with, right? The vast majority of white men marry their own women, marry their own culture at a vast majority clip. So you're talking about the fraction of a fraction of a fraction of white men that did with y'all on that level, that took y'all down the aisle and got married with y'all, right? And then you're trying to pedestalize that or romanticize that and say, oh man, this is the best thing going. This is the best thing since sliced bread. This is the best thing since the invention of the remote control. This is the best thing since the remote control. This is the best thing since Wi-Fi. This is the best thing since they invented the microwave. Like, baby, come on, goddamn. What is it, like 10% of white men married to black women? And you talk about this the best thing since the goddamn airplane was invented? Like, y'all gotta relax, man. Y'all really got this Disney Channel, Hollywood movie script type of mentality when it comes to the romanticizing and fantasizing of the white man that some of y'all be doing, man. And then y'all want to wrap it around some type of pro-blackness and trying to bring it to the black man, talking about I want to be with a black man that's pro-black. Like, bro, what black man that's pro-black want to deal with that garbage, man? I'm telling you, brothers, that's how you know you're dealing with some hot garbage. Like I said, if a woman starts talking about, oh man, the stats say that, the white man and the black woman, that's the best thing going. Or if they say, oh man, it's different when we do it. Or if you see they have a very hostile reaction to the black man with the white woman, but they have a very respectful reaction to the white man and the black woman, you're dealing with some hot garbage, brother. And as your brother, it's me, it's my recommendation, it's my advice. Listen, get up out of there, bro. Get up out. Don't even waste your time with that, bro. Don't even waste your time with that. If you are part of that demographic that they talking about, the so-called black man that loves the black woman and loves his community, he's extra pro-black like myself, don't waste your time, bro. Don't waste your time, man. Don't waste your time, bro. Don't waste your time, man. Don't even waste your time dealing with these type of schizophrenic mentalities who they can't even hold themselves to the same standard they're requiring from other people, man. Don't deal with nobody like that. They don't got no honor. They don't got no integrity. Anyways, man, it's your boy Never Card. Oh no, I forgot. I was going to play some clips from Shay Sharday. Shout out to Shay Sharday, where she's actually explaining her viewpoint on why she believes that in society, especially in the black community, it seems to be accepted when one demographic engages in a certain behavior, but it seems to be demonized when another demographic engages in the same exact behavior when they're doing the exact same thing, right? Also, going back to what they mentioned earlier, that's the reason why somebody like Barack Obama would never be elected or have the support of the black community if he had a white wife, right? If Barack Obama had a white wife, blonde hair, blue-eyed from Iowa, he would not get elected to the presidency, right? But Kamala Harris can be in front of the world smooching on a frumpy, discombobulated looking white man, and everybody talking about Kamala Harris 2024. So Shay Sharday, run a clip. I'll be right back.
My analysis is that I think there tends to be a bit more acceptance for when black women do out because of the narrative around it, and frankly because of the history, because of the laws and the criminality associated with when one did it versus how kind of passive it was and more lenient it was when women did it. And that certainly had an impact on the culture. So again, that's not to say that Black men and women don't both maybe experience some pushback here and there, but I do think it's different. And this is why you can have, to this day, a dark-skinned Black woman date out, never date a dark-skinned Black man, or never date a Black man, period, and still be considered a pro-Black, or still be put into spaces where she's speaking for Black women, where she's speaking for Black people, and nobody's really tripping. Now, although anti-miscegenation was legal, if a Black woman was sleeping with a white man, there was not the same legal repercussion as there was for Black men. And so that sexual relationship between white men and Black women has been so common. It's been going on since the plantation, and even during the time of Reconstruction, Jim Crow, whatever, it was still going on. Again, some of it was forced, some of it was consensual, but there wasn't the same stigma. There wasn't the same criminality.
All right, we back. Now, Shay Sharday offers an argument, and she says that the reason why one side is seen as evil and one side is seen as, the end of the world, while the other side is seen as acceptable and, nobody has any issue with it on any mass scale, was because she says that this ties into things that have been passed down through the generations, right? Generations of being, indoctrinated to view one as, oh my God, if a Black man did it, man, we got to string him up from a tree. Whereas if a Black woman was, having intimate relations or got pregnant by a white man or whatever, everybody just shrugged their shoulders and was like, it is what it is. So she makes the argument that this is simply a carryover from colonialism, right? This is simply something that we just brought down from colonialism, like how we speak English, how we have, European names. A part of that inheritance also is the fact that, when you see a Black woman with a white man, everybody just, it is what it is. But when you see a Black man with a white woman, everybody, grab the pitchforks, grab the knives. We got to come get them. So she makes an interesting argument. She makes a very interesting argument. So, I just wanted to add that in. I think that does play a role in that. I think that does play a role in the mentality too. I think it is a carryover from colonialism. I do. I really do. Even the mentality they have of, oh man, once you get with the white man, everything is gonna be so amazing. I think that's kind of like some slave mentality, like a poor unfortunate slave. Like, man, once I get with the white man, I'm gonna be in the big house eating steak and sleeping on a mattress. Like, I think it's that carryover slave mentality that some of them got, man. And once I get in a big house, I'm gonna be eating at the dinner table. But anyways, man, I just want to put out the PSA. Listen, ladies, if you have this mentality and you talking about, I love the Black man that loves the Black woman, well, guess what? The Black man that loves the Black woman, he don't love women that got your mentality, right? In fact, your mentality is repulsive. Your mentality is disgusting. Your mentality is off-putting. Your mentality is like a repellent. He don't want to be around that. So I'm sorry to tell you, listen, stay over there. If you got that mentality, if you share any mentality with the women we examined today, stay on that side. Don't come bother the Black man. The Black man got enough on his plate. You feel me? The Black man dealing with enough. You do not need to come bombard the Black man with more nonsense and more bullshit. Anyways, man, it's your boy Never Guard Salim back in the building. Yes, indeed. Cash App in the description. Support the album, man. Support the album. Peace. No. Feel like I'm 75. Know that your team be full of them traders. You know that can never be mine. I'm grabbing a thought when I drive. I'm back in my zone and we on. She said that she ready to come be my wife. Yeah, hoping I don't do her wrong. I gave her my word in this bond. I'm whipping the best like a lamb. I mean no chicken and lamb. Accustomed to call me the man. I never be up on the gram. I'm keeping that way undercover. She want me to tell her I love her. I told her I'm breaking the rules. I told her we making the news. Back in my city they loving me. Standing alone I'm 100 deep. Enemy plotting and still in reach. They trying to make sure that we underneath. Trying to make sure that we never make it. Coming for power, come get acquainted. Coming for everything that I wanted. Feeling like Drake, but I really wrote it. Feeling like Kendrick, I'm checking names. Gotta roll up while I go insane. Got so much stress, I been gained weight. Stuffing these racks in this Louis case. One thing for certain, I'm about to check. Keep it 100 and nothing less. Stick with the family since day one. Had to stay down till my day come. Had to stay down, but I'm never patient. Hop on the mic and I'm motivated. Hop on the mic and I drop a classic. Haters can't see me, they copping glasses. Back in the studio making magic. Got a new tape and it's in production. Back on my business, I got a budget. Staying low key when I'm out in public. Feel like I'm 75. Know that your team be full of them traders. You know that can never be mine. I'm grabbing a thought when I drive. I'm back in my zone and we on. She said that she ready to come be my wife. Yeah, hoping I don't do her wrong. I gave her my word in this bond. I'm whipping the best like a lamb. I mean no chicken and lamb. Accustomed to call me the man. I never never be up on the gram. I'm keeping that way undercover. She want me to tell her I love her. I told her I'm breaking the rules. I told her we making the news.